Namaskara. So hope you all are doing good. Okay. And In today's video, we are going to complete the concepts. Okay. Whatever we have in your polynomials chapter. Okay. After this, you will be completing your 2.2 exercise, and the chapter will be completed. Yeah, I know you have your FA's tests in July, maybe, right? So before that, I make sure to complete your first four chapters. Two are completed. I need to complete more too. Okay, it's not that only I complete explaining you. It's that you should complete it well. Okay, practice all the questions properly and be ready for your tests. Okay, yes. So, Aga, what is in today's video? Yeah, today's video is all about the zeros of the polynomial and coefficients. I think you know what is coefficient. Okay, I've already taught you about coefficients in the first video, right? Let me just give you a revision about that. If I write 52y, okay, the coefficient of y is 52. Okay, we tell coefficient of y is 52. If I take 30x, okay, 30x, then 30 is my coefficient, x is the variable, and x the coefficient. Okay, x the coefficient yaru 30. Okay, this is how you uh, see the coefficients. Okay, this is the concept of coefficient. So what is the relationship between the zeros of polynomial? You know what is zeros of polynomial? If I take a polynomial, in that whatever the value of x we put, and if that polynomial becomes equal to 0, then we call that x value as 0 of a polynomial. If that 0 of polynomial making the polynomial 0, right? We have learned all these in our previous videos. Yes. So today we are going to see the relationship between these both. Okay, how are they related? And using these things, it will be very easy to find out the zeros of polynomials. Okay, so yes, come, let's start a video. Yes. Relationship between, yeah, relationship between what and what? Zeros of polynomial and coefficients of polynomials. Okay, so before going into the definition or suddenly getting into the relationship, let me take a quadratic equation for you. Okay, it says 2x square minus 8x plus 6. Okay, this is a polynomial, and what I'll do is I'll solve it using my splitting the middle method. Now, what is the splitting the middle method? See, this actually comes in your ninth standard. If you don't know, it's okay. If you knew then but you have forgotten, that's okay. I'm going to teach you here. Okay, just observe. 2x square. See, how did I expand this or split this? Okay, how did I split this? Okay, let me tell you. First, what you should do is, see, let me write it properly once. Okay, 2x square minus 8x plus 6, minus 8x plus 6, isn't it? Yeah. Now multiply these both. Okay, 6 twos are, what you should do is 6 twos are, see, all this is important. Okay, you're going to use all this to solve. Actually, all this will be taught to you in 8th standard, factorization method, all these. Okay, but if you don't know, it's okay, now you learn. See, 6 and 2, coefficient of x square, take coefficient of x square as 2, it is 2, and multiply this with the constant. So 2 6 are, it is 12, right? So 12x square. Now the next thing is, what you should do is, right? So 12x square. Now the next thing is, what you should do is, you should split this 12 such that, okay, wait 1 minute. Now see, we got 12 x square, right? 2 6 are 12x square. Now what I'll write here 12x square. Now how should you split this 12 is, when I multiply two numbers, I should get 12x square. Okay, when I multiply any two numbers, I should get 12x square, and if I add, I should get minus 8x. I should get minus 8x. Why? See, in the middle we have minus 8x, isn't it? So if I multiply, I should get 12x square, and if I add, I should get minus 8x. So what are those two numbers which satisfies these both condition? ಎರಡು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೂಡ ಅದು satisfy ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Only then I'll write them here. Okay, see, ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ, 6 into 2 is 12, 6 2s are 12, And if you add 6 and 2, you are getting 8, right? So what I'll do is I'll take minus 6x and minus 2x. I'll take minus 2x. Now see, minus into minus plus, and 6 2s are 12. And minus 6 and minus 2 will give you minus 8x. Okay, so this is how you split the middle term. Okay, so using this method only, we have solved this. Now further, see, we will take common 2x and a common tagodi, right? So when you take 2x common, okay, let me explain it properly. We have 2x square, right? 2x square minus 6x minus 2x plus 6, isn't it? Now what you should do is you should take common. From here, if I take 2x common, okay, if I take 2x common, see, uh, if I take 2x common, 1x will be left here. I've taken 2 common and I had x into x, which is x square. So 1x I have taken out, one more x is there. I'm going to keep it inside. And if you observe, 2x into x is 2x square, right? And minus 3. Why akka 3? See, 2 into 3 is 6. Observe my cursor. 2 into 3 is 6, right? Yeah, and x is already out, right? So this is how you split. Take common. Okay, next come to this 2x plus 6. Now what you should take common is take 2 common. When you take 2 common, see, x minus 3 again. See, these both should be same. Okay, these both should be same. So 2 into x is 2x. 2 into minus 3 is yeah. Here you should understand one thing, that I am going to take even minus common. Why? Minus 2, 2 into x is minus 2x, minus into minus is plus, and 2 into 3 is 6. Okay, this is how it works. Now what I'll do is 2x minus 2. Okay, this one and this one. Okay, 2x minus 2, right? Yes. And next one more thing is x minus 3. X minus 3, right? Yeah, so this is how you are going to solve this. Okay, let me show you in proper way here. See, 2x minus 2, and one more thing what you can do is you can take 2 from here only. See, here also you have 2, here also you have 2, so you can take 2 as common here only. So yeah, see, 2, if I take common, then x minus 1 and x minus 3 you get. So in this for this polynomial, okay, for this polynomial, the 0 is when x minus 1 is equal to 0 or x minus 3 is equal to 0. If you send this minus 1 here, minus 1 is in the left hand side. If you send it to right hand side, it is going to be plus 1. In the left hand side, it is minus 3. If you send it to RHS, right hand side, you will get x is equal to plus 3. So the zeros of this polynomial is 1 and 3. Zeros of polynomial means when you put the x value as 1 or x value as 3, this polynomial is going to become 0. Okay, let me show you it once. 2 x square idalva, ee x square jagadalli I am going to put 1 square. First I am going to try with 1. Minus 8 into 1, right? Yes, plus 6. See, 2 minus 8 is minus 6, and we have plus 6, which is equal to 0. Okay, let me try with 3 now. 2 into 3 square is 9, minus 2 8 I mean 3 8 is 24, plus 6, and 2 9 is 18. 18 minus 24, okay, 18 minus 24 plus 6. If you see, this is minus 6 and this is plus 6. Now once again, this is also equal to 0, which means these both are the zeros of my polynomial. Correct? Yes. Now akka, we were learning the relationship between zeros of polynomial and coefficients of polynomial. Then why did we find the zeros of polynomial now? Now let me tell you the relationship between them, right? First I made you understand this properly. Now taking these zeros, I'm going to explain you, explain you the relationship between coefficients and zeros. Okay, yeah. Let's move on to that because that's the main concept, right? Yeah. See, we are taking quadratic polynomials. Now, sum of its zeros. sum of its zeros means what we had 1 and 3. Our two zeros were 1 and 3, isn't it? So I'm going to add them. When I add them, I'm going to get 4. I'm getting 4. Okay. Now, what can I do? What will I do now is, see, listen to this properly. If I take if I take coefficient of x, negative of coefficient of x, see, while learning itself, you learn it like this: negative of coefficient of x. Okay, only then whenever you're writing it, you will never forget minus sign. If you forget minus sign, your answer will not match the correct answer. Okay, and you will go wrong with that. So while learning itself, learn negative of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. We observed, okay, we in a sense, like all those mathematicians who were studying about this, they observed one thing, that coefficient of x, when I divide coefficient of x and coefficient of x square, I'm getting the same answer when I add the zeros of the polynomial. When I add the zeros of polynomial, that is equal to this division, coefficient of x and coefficient of x square. Okay, see, what was my equation? 2x square, okay, 2x square minus 8x plus 6. See, coefficient of x, a negative of coefficient of x means it was minus 8. So minus of minus 8 by coefficient of x square is 2. So when you cancel it, you are going to get once again as plus 4. Right? And one more thing, what those people observed is, when you do product of zeros, that was equal to constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Means here you have 6 by coefficient of x square, which is 2. So when you see, this is 3. This is 3. And here also, if you when you did the product of zeros, then also you got 0. Right? So this is the relationship between zeros of polynomial and coefficient. Okay, coefficient of polynomial and zeros of polynomial. See, when you do sum of its zeros, that is equal to coefficient of x negative of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. When you do product of its zeros, that is equal to constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Okay, 5 times, just tell in your mind, negative sum of its zeros is equal to negative of coefficient of x square divided by coefficient of x. Product of its zeros is equal to constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Right? So when you write it, you'll understand it properly. I mean, it will be, you'll get practiced now itself. Okay, and you'll be done with it. Right? Yeah, that's how you learn. Okay, that's how you prepare for your exam. Okay, from now. Right? Yes. Okay, now if it is something like this, is there any other relations also? Now, is there any see, like, to find the sum of like to find the zeros, you always need to do sum of its zeros, which should be equal to coefficient of x and divided by coefficient of x square, or anything else. Okay, now always I cannot write like sum of its zeros is equal to coefficient of negative of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Right? You need something like small letters, right, to remember it properly. For that, let me take you to the next slide. Okay, which will make your work easy. See, in general, if alpha and beta are the zeros of quadratic polynomial of ax square plus bx, oh my god, wait, okay, ax square plus bx plus c, okay, if I take a polynomial called as ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0, I had given you the reason, then you know that x minus alpha and x minus beta are the factors of p of x. Therefore, see, when we were solving, okay, we would factorize. I was getting x minus 1, x minus 3, isn't it? That is what they're actually telling in this line. Yes, ax square plus bx plus c. See, they are solving it. Okay, they're solving it like k of take k as common, right? We would do all these, right? We would take the common and then we would solve all that, right? So in the same way they have solved it, comparing the coefficient of x square and x and constant terms on both sides, we get, see, this is what you need. This is what you need. Just a minute. Yeah. See, that leave all that. Just remember this. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. alpha into beta is equal to c by a. You had to remember it like my negative of coefficient of x square divided by coefficient of x. It was too hard, right? But instead of that, you can just remember minus b by a, because you have a, see, you have a general form as ax square plus bx plus c. So b is my coefficient of x, x is a is my coefficient of x square, right? So for that, because of that, you can just remember, and sum of zeros you can remember it as alpha plus beta. Akka, what is alpha and what is this beta? See, as we write A, B, C, D, in the same way, in English we write it A, B, C, D, right? In the same way, in Greek we write it as alpha, beta, gamma, delta, eta. You have so many things. Okay, so we see, if I use, if I can even tell that A plus B is equal to minus B by A. See how confusing it is, right? You're telling this also as a plus b, and then you're telling this also as a and b, right? So it is confusing. So what you can do is you can use these Greek letters, because Greek language is not in use. So you can use alpha plus beta as these. This is the sum of zeros. This is the sum of zeros is equal to alpha plus beta, which is minus b by a. Product of zeros, alpha into beta is equal to c by a, means constant term divided by coefficient of x square. I hope you have understood the relationship, and you can easily remember it like this. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Alpha into beta is equal to c by a. And one more thing. Even you should remember this. Because, see, if they give you equation and tell you to find out the zeros, you can use middle splitting, split the middle term method. You can use identities also to solve them. Okay, and you can use even this alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by all this. But if they give you zeros of a polynomial and if they ask you to find out the equation, how will you find? So this is the way how you should find. Okay, so remember this also. Okay, write it and practice very well. K into x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. Okay, these are the things what you need for your exam. Okay, so I hope you are able to understand what I'm telling. So I told you the relationship between this, but Akka, you only told me about quadratic. Whatever we were doing for quadratic, we did it even for cubic. We even saw everything for cubic. Then, is this true with even cubic? Okay, is this true even in cubic? And we have learned in the previous video that for quadratic, the solution, the zeros of polynomial were at most 2. Means there can be 1, there can be 2, right? In cubic, we get 3. We get 3. Means alpha, beta, and one more should be there, right? Then how will we do that? Okay, for that, let me show you. If you get cubic, well, it is not for your exam. That is not for your exam. Cubic kali nimage solve madsala equation code 2 ella madsala, but it is important important in your first view, second view, all that. But at least they ask you some things in MCQs or in some statement questions. So they ask you about even cubic, and it is also given in your textbook. So yes, we should learn it, right? Yeah. See, cubic polynomials, the zeros of cubic polynomials, the general form. This is the general form, right? Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Then see, alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. There it was alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Here you have alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. And one more thing, alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha is equal to c by a. Okay, see, alpha into beta, beta into gamma. So this is what you should remember. C by a means C is the coefficient of x, a is the coefficient of x cube, right? And if you see the product of the zeros, then it is equal to minus d by a, means constant term divided by uh, coefficient of x cube. Okay, so these are the things what you should remember. This may be asked in your MCQs. Mostly they'll be asked in your MCQs. So yes, guys, this much for this video. I hope you have understood whatever I told you in this video. You just remember the relationship between zeros of polynomial and coefficient of the polynomial. Okay, hope you have understood everything. If you haven't understood anything, or if you have any doubts, comment below, and I'll make sure to uh, clear your doubts. Okay, so yes, thank you.